Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for October 22nd, 2021 Board of Education special meeting. Could you call the roll, Ms. Hagan?
Mr. Kane?
Here.
Mrs. Reese? Present. Mrs. Sebastian? Here. Mr. Elam?
Here.
Mrs. Mansfield? Here.
All right. Item 2, board discussion, board review and discussion on the annexation resolution. As you guys previously would have reviewed it, does anyone have any questions or comments?
I'll start. I liked it. I thought it was very succinct and made all the points that we discussed earlier. And it's definitely from the school's point of view. So, perfect.
It's very well written and covers all the bases.
Okay. Class change?
Oh, not used to being in here.
Yep. All right. Does anybody, we want to move on to then B? All right. So the next would be approval of board resolution for our resolution with regards to the annexation. I think I'll read the resolution so everyone listening will know what it says. It's from Bethel Local School District Board of Education Board Resolution. Whereas we have been notified by Bethel Township trustees that the township has received a petition for annexation for certain real property, approximately 233.280 acres situated in the township to the city of Huber Heights. And whereas the township has determined that should the annexation proceed, a residential development of 700 to 900 new homes is planned used for the land. And whereas Bethel Local School identifies that Ohio State Routes 40, 201, 202, and other area roadways are unprepared for the addition of an estimated 1,500 to 2,000 vehicles, which would hinder a safe travel of school buses to and from the school. Oh, that's not in there, not to and from. And no current expansion projects are being studied or planned for these roads. And whereas Bethel Local Schools is aware that it takes approximately 3 years to build a school building from the time the architecture firm is selected, with additional time required to plan the building and to develop funding for its construction. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this Board of Education agrees that the annexation petition as presented would not be in the best interest of the residents of Bethel Local School District. Be it further resolved that this board supports the efforts of Bethel Township in challenging the proposed petition for annexation, even as Bethel Local Schools has planned for growth in its master facility plan and strategic plan and actively continues to do so. Be it further resolved that this board supports and requests the Miami County Commissioners and the Miami County Department of Development's involvement to help slow and control residential growth rates where roadways and infrastructure are not adequately improved in advance of the development. Be it further resolved that this board maintains that Bethel Local Schools will continue to plan for, welcome, and educate with excellence all resident students of this district. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution upon passage by this board be certified and delivered by our treasurer to the Miami County Commissioners and the Miami County Department of Development without delay. That's the resolution. Do we have a motion to approve?
I have one comment. If we could correct, 40 is not an Ohio State route, it's a US route. So if we could correct the language there to reflect that.
Okay. So it'd be US Route 40 and then Ohio State routes 201 and 202.
That would be correct. I
Okay.
apologize, I didn't catch that one.
All right, do we have a motion to accept the board resolution as amended?
Go ahead.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Julie, for the motion. Second,
I'll second.
all right, by Lori, discussion. I think this is a very clear message that we're here to educate all the students of our school district. And we believe that infrastructure needs to be in place to support the growth, not only now, but the future growth that we believe will occur throughout the township. No matter who is doing the construction or driving that growth, I believe that it will continue. So I think this would be a good start to consolidate the leadership of the county to engage with the state of Ohio to support this area for the growth that we're seeing and future predicted growth. Any other discussion? All right, Ms. Hagan, would you call the vote, please?
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mrs. Reese,
Yes.
Mrs. Sebastian,
Yes.
Mr. Elam,
Yes.
Mrs. Mansfield.
Yes.
Does anybody have a requirement for executive session? Hearing none. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll move.
Thank you, Mr. Elam. Do we have a second? Thank you, Ms. Mansfield. Any discussion? I was gonna say further discussion. All right. Ms. Hagan, would you call the adjournment vote?
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mrs. Reese.
Yes.
Mrs. Sebastian.
Yes.
Mr. Elam,
Yes.
Mrs. Mansfield.
Yes.
Excellent. Meeting's adjourned at 2:38 PM.
Forgot to say it, but thanks to John for